So, yeah, day one, or the first main day after just a little cycle around near Po, we rode through about 40 k's in. We ride through a city called Lourdes, and we touched on this.
Yes.
Briefly.
Yes.
We came back and spent a night there, but we were just riding through. But what I didn't know is, what is the 15th of August?
What is the 15th of August? I have no idea.
If you're not a Christian, you're probably not going to know this. I've never heard of this, but it's a day called the Assumption.
Oh, it was the day that Our Lady went to heaven.
Yeah, that's what I didn't. I've never heard of this before. Have you? So you've heard of this concept, the Assumption?
There's a few characters in the Bible who get the Ascension treatment.
Really?
Yeah. There's Mary. She didn't die. Okay.
Her body ascends?
Yeah. The lot.
Yeah. That's what they told me.
Yeah. And the other guy who did it was Jesus. So Jesus died on the cross, apparently. Right? And then a few days later woke up and wandered around for some amount of time. And then he ascended.
Assumed
into heaven. He was assumpted by his old man. So it was also him. Yeah.
So they're the only two people that got assumped?
I think there's a couple of others who may have got the sumpsh, but I don't think so. I don't even know. This is interesting. I don't even know what happened to Joseph.
Wait, is Joseph
Jesus' dad on earth? Jesus' earthly father.
Earthly father, but not that he didn't bang Mary.
He's him. If you're a Christian, if you're a Roman Catholic, you think that God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit are one being.
Yeah, okay.
So he's not sending his son; he's sending him.
So, and is Joseph just like languages. Is Joseph?
He's
Jesus' stepdad.
Yeah, foster dad.
Yeah. And so is Joseph is that Mary's boyfriend or?
Yeah, it's his husband. Her husband.
But she's the Immaculate Conception, right? So you're telling me. Joseph is denying. So he goes, she's pregnant and this is my son. Like, I'm with her. This is her son. It wasn't me. It was some other dude. It was a heavenly being.
No, it wasn't some other dude. It was him.
So it was him. I thought isn't it the Immaculate Conception?
Yeah, I'm talking about him being Jesus and God.
Joseph being Jesus and God.
No, Jesus being Jesus and God. So it's even weirder when you think, because Jesus, who's also God, goes and knocks up Mary, right? Who ends up giving birth to him, being God, being Jesus.
I thought it was still Joseph.
What are you talking about? I'm not talking about the dad. Yeah. The dad is God. God is the dad.
Yeah, God's the dad, right?
Who's also Jesus.
Yes.
They are the one and the same.
Yes, I'm with you there.
So God, impregnates heavenly way in a heavenly way.
In some way,
in a heavenly way.
Yes.
Himself.
Yes.
Into Mary.
Yes.
Okay.
Now
he just went into the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
He put himself into the Matrix.
That's pretty impressive.
Wow. And then he goes around, this is my mum, but he never acknowledges that he's also his own dad.
Yeah, okay.
And when he's on the cross...
Maybe that was just too much.
When he's on the cross and he's saying, why, Father? Why me? He is you. This is such a confusing thing to put into the dogma.
Yeah, so this is Trinity Roman Catholic.
Yeah, it's a Roman Catholic thing.
Okay.
And it's a strange thing to put in there. Because people... my brain goes... So he's his own dad. Okay, that's kind of weird. And all the questions that he asks him, he's asking himself, right? But here's the other bad part about this another thing that they chucked into the dogma, which is that he's omnipotent. He knows everything, past, future, and present. He knows everything.
So is it just so he's asking
the moment of him asking, what's going on? Why am I getting treated this way, Father? He knows. He already knew. It's a dumb thing to in there.
He's asking a rhetorical question for the audience's benefit.
Yeah, it's sort of exposition.
I
It's a
think
weird
it's
thing
awkward.
for them
I
to
think
put
it's a
in
little bit
because it
awkward for Joseph.
does
That's all. I think it's a bit awkward for Joseph
totally.
Yeah.
His wife banged his son, who's
Yeah.
also God.
Mm.
It's a very confusing situation for
It's quite
Joseph.
emasculating in a way.
And that's where
What's
I
he
was
done?
going with
What's
this.
Joseph done?
Well, I'm assuming that he got assumpted.
Yeah, you at
being a
least
good
have to
bloke.
assume him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
In
I'm
the context of
wondering.
that, yeah. Because he could easily hate on baby God when Jesus was a child. He could
Yeah,
he could
exactly.
resent the
Exactly,
baby.
but he didn't.
But he
He
didn't.
loved him like his own son.